Here's a lamp sitting on the table. Let's add some shadows and highlights to this to make it look more realistic. We'll start by making a new layer for the shadow. Now pick a large soft-edged brush and paint shadows in on our new layer around the outside of the lamp. Leave a clear space in the center where the light beam is going to go. Now for the beam itself. We'll use the pen tool to trace around the inside of the lampshade. We now want beams radiating out from here towards the table. The edge of the canvas means we can't click the pen tool where we want to, so let's make the canvas a little larger. Now we can click around the edges. And we'll turn this into a selection. We want a soft edge selection at the edges here, but we want it hard where it meets the lamp. And the way to do this is to go into quick mask mode and use the lasso tool to select just the edges where the light radiates out of the lamp. Now we can bring up the Gaussian blur filter to add some blur to that. When we go out of quick mask, we now have a soft edge selection around the edges of the beam. Let's make a new layer for our light. We'll use the gradient tool, set to foreground transparent, and use yellow to make a gradient that comes out of the light towards the table. Now let's set the foreground color to white and use a smaller brush to paint in an area around the lamp itself. And deselect. The last step is to make a pool of light on the table where the lamp's shining. Go back to the shadow layer and use the elliptical marquee tool to make a circular selection. We can add some feathering to this. A 6-pixel feather should do it. And then delete that from the shadow.